Hi, my name is Jill Plummer. I am a middle school teacher in northern Maine, and recently I decided that I was going to make some videos to help parents deal with the weird situation we find ourselves in now, having to teach our children at our homes. I've been teaching for about 21 years, and I'm hoping that through this video and this video series, you are going to be able to find some tips and tricks that will help you, and you'll uh, get through this difficult time as smoothly as possible. So I just want to let you know today's video is going to be about organizing your house, and developing some habits with your students, with your children, that will help them to be productive and get their work done and still be happy and not fight with you. That's going to be one of the hardest things. So, good luck. I hope you get some good information from this and stick around. So, what I did was I created a slideshow that would guide my thoughts and make sure I didn't forget anything that I wanted to say. So, hopefully, you'll find some good tips and some tricks in there that will help you organize yourself, organize your house, and make life better throughout this whole ordeal, if that's what we want to call it. All right, let's get started. Some of you may already have started teaching from home, but I thought of a few things that I'd like to mention in case they were overlooked and they might help you out. So the first thing is a setup. You want to get set up for this. This needs to be, you need to message to your children that this is serious work time and this has to be done. It's very important. So the first thing I recommend is a dedicated space to work. You might want to find like a special desk in the house. Maybe the student has a desk in their room. You might want to think about using the dining room table or the kitchen table. The kitchen table might work well for you if you're cooking or something, but it should be a place where the child, if possible, could leave all of their stuff there and come back to it after a break or something. It's just really important to have that place, and then they know it's time to get down to business. You want to reduce noise and distractions, and that can be the television, it could be a radio, and it could be there might be other people in the house that need to know that this is work time and it's time to be quiet. And for sure, put away devices, phones, tablets, anything that's going to visually or auditorily distract them. And the last thing I suggest for your setup is to collect the needed supplies. You are going to need the things that kids always have at school, the pen and the pencil and a pencil sharpener. Some people don't have a pencil sharpener at home, and teachers require kids to use pencils. So you might want to think about digging one out of the drawer somewhere, or next time you go to the store, grab one or grab an electric one. But it's always good to have that. They're going to want a notebook and maybe some highlighters. They probably have notebooks that they used at school, which are fine to use, but they definitely need something to write on. Depending on the age of your children, you may need crayons or colored pencils and markers, and the teachers are going to most likely try to send some activities home that are a little bit fun or creative, and that you're going to need these supplies. The next thing that's real important is to set a morning routine. Try to stick to whatever it normally was as far as time goes. Maybe you want to have them get up about an hour later. It depends on what your schedule is like too. You might have to work from home, and that's something that you want to think about too. But getting up relatively early and getting to work. So they're going to get up out of bed. They're going to take a shower if that's what their normal routine is. They might want to take it the night before. Whatever they used to do is fine to do now too. Get dressed and have breakfast. You want to have all these things out of the way so that you're not distracted once you get started. And another thing that you might want to consider is preparing their lunch ahead of time. And you might do that. You might have them do that the night before. And then that way, at lunchtime, they could just grab it out of the fridge and take their lunch break. They need to know that this is not a vacation. They may feel like it, and especially in the first couple weeks, it may feel like a vacation. But if you start these habits right away, early, it will make it feel less like a vacation for them. And they will know that this is serious work that needs to be done. Actually, one of the things that is real important is schools need to keep track of attendance, even through times that the kids are at home. So when the students are working on their work and they hand it in, that's considered them being present. This work is something that needs to be done seriously. Okay, now, kids, naturally, and I know my kids were like this too, they don't want to do what you ask them to do. You have to sit them down and tell them that you need their help. They're going to want to rebel against their parents, but this is different. This is something that we've never had to do before, and they need to cooperate. They need to help you help them. And another thing to think about is you are their teacher at this time. You have to let them know that you are in charge and they need to listen to you. That's kind of a harsh way to say it, but that's kind of the way you have to relate it to the students, to the kids, your kids. Well, I hope you found some of this information useful. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends and family. Keep watching for more videos. Until next time, bye-bye.